Hey everybody, it's Marshall McKee. This is my Girl Meets World Season 2 episode 24 review and rundown? I think it's 24. So this episode actually was very interesting because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, because of this episode. It probably raised up a lot of debates as well. Spoiler alert if you have not seen the episode yet, so let's get started. Okay, so like I said, this episode was basically one of the episodes, like, it's an episode where you have to debate, like, there's a lot of debates going on because of it. This was a religion episode, which we haven't gotten yet, so it was a matter of time before we got this, because they've done everything else, so what else are they gonna do? And they had to do religion, so this episode, I'm not gonna get too much into this episode, because I don't want to raise debates in the comments either. I don't want to do anything about that, so if you are going to comment, then don't try to start anything, but I am going to talk about this episode because that's what I do. That's why I'm making a video. But let's talk about it. So basically, this episode is called "Girl Meets Belief" because of it, and we talk about what they believe in, and it all starts with this dollar bill or $5 bill that Maya finds on the floor, and it gets interesting because they're learning about Joan of Arc. They're learning about what's going on, or what went on, and everybody has their own belief. Like, everybody in the world, like, not even TV, like, everybody everywhere has their own beliefs. So I thought that this is really interesting that they're doing this. Lucas and Farkle have teamed up for this assignment that they're doing, and then Riley and Maya have teamed up. Well, this is crazy because Maya, is kind of, I don't know, I couldn't tell if Maya believed in God or not. I'm not trying to get too much into this. I know it's crazy. I don't want to start debates or anything like that, but I'm not really sure. I think she does. I just thought that she may have. I don't know. I can't. But Riley definitely did, and so that was something that was really interesting. That Riley definitely did, and then Maya. I can't. I don't even know. Like, comment down below if you guys knew, but actually don't comment unless it's gonna be. I don't know. I'm trying to play this on the good side here. Then Farkle definitely did not believe. Don't get crazy, people. But Farkle did not believe. He's a man of science. We knew that already, so we kind of could assume that that's what he was going to say, that he did not believe in, what Lucas believes, or Riley, and then Lucas, of course, believes, and so it kind of got interesting. Now, later on, we also have a side story. I'm kind of trying to play this by the ear of which parts I remember that were in order, but Auggie was actually talking to himself, and Topanga thought that he was praying. Now, we did find out that Auggie does pray, but he was talking to Mrs. Svorski, and he was, and I just, like, I almost died because of that, because Mrs. Svorski was pretty much the start of season 1. Now she's almost, like, to the end of season 2, or sorry, not season 1. She was at the start of season 2, now she's almost to the end of season 2, so it's kind of like this thing where it comes full circle, and that was really interesting for me. Now, another thing that was really interesting is that, he was talking about Joan of Arc as well, because of him talking to Mrs. Svorski, and she wasn't there. So that's another really interesting thing. I think that it was played off well, and it really did well. I thought that it was really great. So it almost, like, made me burst into tears, because that was so cool that he said that, and it was like, I'm talking to Mrs. Svorski, and so it was really great. Now, back to what's going on with Farkle and all that stuff. Basically, Farkle was talking about how seeing is believing, which, of course, a lot of people do say sometimes. And then Corey was talking about prisms and the color of, Roy G. Biv, and talking about, some things are still true even though you can't see them. So I thought this episode was really interesting. I thought that they were kind of testing the waters here. It's like, what do we do and what do we say? Kids shows, like, some shows, especially, kids shows, do not do this kind of thing where it's, like, talking about religion, because obviously it's a kid show. Why do they need to learn about religion from TV as of now? Whereas their parents, they were born into whatever religion, and so why do they need to learn about it from Girl Meets World? Why do they need to watch on a kid's show? And basically, it's Disney Channel. It's supposed to be a comedy, and it's supposed to be like every other Disney show. But Girl Meets World is different, because I feel like Girl Meets World is like the odd show out when it comes to Disney, because they do things that other Disney shows do not do, and this is one of them. I thought it was very interesting. I thought it was really great, and I thought that they played it really well, and I thought that they wrote it well, and now they've addressed it, and I think that that's brave of them, and I love that about it. So again, I hope I didn't say anything that was like too big for you guys. I didn't want to offend anybody either. I know that there's people all around the world watching my videos, so I don't want to offend anybody if I talked about anything that you might have been offended by. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this review. Overall, I thought it was a really interesting episode that they did, and I thought it was really well done, and I loved it. So, but they still also kept the comedy aspect. Like they shadowed it a little bit. It's like, okay, here's this religion story, but here's also the comedy aspect of Girl Meets World. We can't get too lost in this religion story, so we need to also, because this is also Girl Meets World, you can't just have the religion part and throw away the comedy and usual of Girl Meets World. So they kind of shadowed it together, formed it together to make it still a Girl Meets World episode. But anyway, yeah. So updates. This is the last video I'm going to post today. I'm posting my vlog from my vlog channel tonight on my vlog channel. Duh. Links up there to my other Girl Meets World videos, and links down there to my Twitter, my Instagram, my Vine, and my vlog channel. Other than that, like if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.